Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is December 30th, 2025, and Barcelona have signed a new partnership. I'm going to tell you with whom and what this partnership is all about. Also, the club have met with representatives of Dusan Vlahovic. And finally, Barcelona seriously considering signing the most exciting winger currently in second division. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Boo. We'll begin this video with the news that Barcelona have signed a new partnership. And this partnership is with the oldest bank in Indonesia called Bank Rakyat Indonesia. And Barcelona have signed this partnership until the end of 2027. Now, if you're wondering what this partnership is all about, don't worry. Barcelona have released an official statement that explains this partnership. And I'm going to read only a part of that statement, which will tell us all about this new partnership and why Barcelona signed it. Now, this is what the statement officially reads. The two-season partnership will see BRI, that's, the bank, launching a co-branded debit card and branding assets, including those of men's first-team players, which will be supported by a series of online and offline fan engagement campaigns led by the Indonesian bank, aiming at offering exclusive Barca experience for BRI customers in Indonesia. These include traveling opportunity to Barcelona, match day experience at the new Spotify Camp Nou, visit at the Barca Immersive Museum, special discount for Culés premium membership, and other exclusive offers. According to Global Web Index, there are currently 29 million of Barca fans in Indonesia, among 243 million of fans across the whole Asia-Pacific region. This partnership is believed to help further strengthen Barca's engagement in the local market, as well as bring the club closer to our fans in Indonesia outside of sports context. So it sounds like an absolute win for the club and for this board of directors by signing this new partnership, which it will look to kind of grow the Barcelona brand in Indonesia and in that part of Asia. And I'm very, very excited about that because anything that grows the Barcelona brand, anything that brings more money to the club, more fans to the club, it's always great news. Now, speaking of news, speaking of good news, I guess, not of news. This is a channel. It's called Barca News. Everything here is news. But speaking of good news, it's been revealed that Barcelona have met with the representatives of Dusan Vlahovic, the Juventus center forward who will be leaving, or at least that's what it looks like right now, in the summer transfer market. Now, Dusan Vlahovic signed with Juventus from Fiorentina under a lot of hype, a lot of expectations. He did do well at the beginning, but this season he hasn't shined too much, and he's also suffered an injury. His contract does expire in the summer of 2026, with many attributing his bad form to, kind of the downward spiral that Juventus are currently going through. And it's even been reported several times that Dusan Vlahovic is looking to leave Juventus. Now, Juventus have been working very hard on renewing the contract of Dusan Vlahovic, and for a moment it seemed like they were going to be successful. But for now, Dusan has not renewed it. So if he doesn't, he will be a free agent come this summer. Now, given his free agency and given the need to sign a center forward, Barcelona have reportedly met with the agent's representatives to let him know of their interests and, of course, to let him understand, hey, we would love to have you. However, whoever comes to the club cannot be expecting a high salary because the club is not in that financial condition to do so. Now, we're going to have to see whether this meeting will sway Dusan Vlahovic to leave Juventus as a free agent in the summer and join Barcelona. But for now, just know that Barcelona have met with Vlahovic's representatives. Now, I have to say, and I talked about this during the podcast, but I know a lot of people don't watch the comment when I do the comments. They only watch the news. So I'll be brief, but I'll repeat it a little bit. I think that the decision to sign a center forward and who we're going to sign a center forward is going to be one of the biggest decisions to come for many, many years. Because even though a lot of people talk about how we need a center back to replace Inigo and maybe Christensen, who will be leaving, or how we need a fullback to compete with Koundé and Balde, and how we need a left winger that's that's a dribbler. All that aside, I think the center forward position is the one that's going to be the most sensitive. It's going to be the most important decision that we're going to make for many, many seasons to come because it's an incredibly sensitive position. There are only two positions on a team that are incredibly sensitive. Those are the center forward and the goalkeeping position. And for a club as big as Barcelona, or for any club as big as Barcelona, you know, Barcelona, Madrid, etc., you cannot have just any regular folk in a center forward and a goalkeeper position. Those are the only two positions where we absolutely need world-class players if you want to compete for all trophies. I mean, we've already seen what a difference it has made that we signed Joan Garcia, who's been absolutely world-class. Now, technically on paper, he's not world-class because this is his first season at Barcelona. He hasn't won anything, but he has been putting out world-class performances. And now, of course, we need someone in the center forward position. And in fact, if you look at Real Madrid, that's how they've won many of their trophies, by having a world-class goalkeeper like Courtois, who would stop everything, and then a world-class center forward, whoever it may be, whether Mbappe or, well, Mbappe has won some trophies, and Karim Benzema, who would just score a goal, and then that's it, over. Win 1-0, get a trophy. So this highlights how important it is to have someone world-class in a goalkeeper and a center forward position. We already have a goalkeeper. We now need a center forward. Now, in the other position of the team, you can have some world-class, some average players. You can mix and match. You know, it works. Pedri and Eddie Garcia, for example. Pedri, world-class. Eddie Garcia, not so much. Together, they're absolutely amazing. Gerard Maldini, not really a world-class center-back, but he's doing really good next to Pau Cubarsí. So you could do that as long as all the players are playing as a team, as long as the coach implements a strategy that highlights the strength of the players. You can mix and match. You can have world-class players and not so much world-class players. When it comes to the goalkeeper position and the center forward, you can't. Those are very sensitive positions. You need world-class players, and that's why I believe this is going to be one of the most important decisions that Barcelona will make. Now, of course, the question is, does Dusan Vlahovic qualify as a world-class striker? I think he has the potential. I mean, we saw what he did at Fiorentina, even at Juventus. I mean, he was, I think, scoring 25 goals per season. I think he has the potential. He's 25. He's about to enter his prime years. And if there's anyone who can, well, rescue Dusan Vlahovic, it's, of course, Hansi Flick. Look what he has done with Rafinha, with Ferran, with Gerard Maldini. But anyways, I want to hear you guys' thoughts, so let me know down below in the comment section. Now on to the next bit of news, because speaking of attackers, Barcelona are still interested and still tracking and seriously considering signing one of the most, well, not one of the most, the most exciting winger in the second division, someone we've talked about before on this channel, and it's no other than Yeremay Hernandez. Now, if you didn't see those videos, Yeremay Hernandez is a 23-year-old left winger currently playing for Deportivo La Coruña. He is considered one of the most exciting wingers in Spain, a future star, as many have labeled him. So far, he has scored 7 goals and provided 5 assists in second division, and he's even outgrown second division, and it's most likely he will be looking for a first division team next season. Now, Barcelona have been tracking and watching Yeremay Hernandez for quite some time, and Barcelona are now seriously considering making a move for him in the summer transfer market. Now, Yeremay Hernandez has a 40 million euro release clause. However, if Deportivo La Coruña do get promoted to first division, that release clause does go up to 50 million euros. Now, Yeremay Hernandez does have a contract with Deportivo La Coruña until 2030, so I don't expect him to want anything less than that release clause, especially when you take into consideration how many clubs are interested in him, including Napoli, Como, Manchester United, Sporting CP, who attempted his signing last summer, offered 30 million, and that offer was rejected, and of course, Bayern Munich. Now, the good thing is that Yeremay Hernandez's agent is Pini Zahavi, a personal friend of Jean Laporta, and the agent of Lewandowski, and of course, Hansi Flick. All right, we will end today's video with the news that it's being confirmed now. Jordi Cruyff has officially joined Ajax as their technical director. Jordi Cruyff has now joined his father's club, Johan Cruyff, because that's where Johan Cruyff got his start at Ajax. I think he spent 9 years, if I'm not mistaken, and then he signed for Barcelona. And in fact, before Johan Cruyff passed away, his final position or his final post was as a advisor to Ajax, and now Jordi Cruyff joining Ajax as a technical director. Man, how I miss Jordi Cruyff and Matteo Alemany. I mean, thanks to them, they brought us people like Koundé, like Coutinho, Lewandowski, Inigo Martinez. I mean, what a duo. They're definitely missed. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. We'll be uploading another video in a few moments, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.